The funniest part about this scene is Sierra seemingly looking high as the cost of living and 24 hours literally being slow as a turtle. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And girl, have y'all seen Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? It is so much going on between Sierra, 24 Hours, her husband and his brother, and also Salma the Slimmity Slut. Girl, it's a lot going on. I don't know what's happening. Salma making her husband look like a fool in these ATL streets, and it seems that he loves it. But either way, this is going to turn into a big old fight, a big old conundrum. In 24 Hours looking as slow as he looked when he walked through the door. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't understand this plot. I don't understand this storyline. I hope this ain't true, but something tell me that this is more than reality. This is real. Something about this Salma the Slimmity Slut, I don't know. I can't really quite put my finger on it. I don't too particularly know what it is, but I believe whatever they say she did it. I don't know, but we got to get into that. We got a whole bunch of other stuff going on Love and Hip Hop. Rashida done came back. I had completely forgot that her children is going through all kinds of crap with all of that stuff with her daughter and her son. So we got that storyline coming in and a few other things. So y'all already know what it is. Before we get into that, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you are new to the channel, welcome to the dollhouse, honey. The only requirement is that you like the video. That's all. Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload more content and or go live. Okay? So at any rate, y'all already know what time it is. Grab your tings. Grab your tings, your liquor, your earbuds, your za. Hype up the video, and let's get right on into it. So now the episode opens up. Salma Slim is practicing on an empty stage. Apparently she got a show coming up. You know, she's a rapper or whatever, a part-time rapper and a full-time slut. Okay? But anyway, yeah, she practicing for her show, but she really feels some type of way because her husband, even though he booked and busy, he don't be having time. But he said that he been putting a lot of work in to make sure Salma could live the life that she living. I mean, otherwise she'd be sleeping in a cardboard box. So he got to do what he need to do. He said, but at the end of the day, he's setting up this show for her, and she should be grateful now. It's all good. Salma, being the ungrateful damsel in distress that she always plays in front of him, she was like, you know, I appreciate everything that you do for me, daddy, and whatnot, but I need to make sure that this show goes off really well, and I need you to put more effort into my show because I know you got your thing going on, but I want to have my own independence and whatnot so I could cheat a little more. And he was like, listen, don't I give you time to do what you want to do? Just chill. So then she breaks it to him that she feels like they need to get a manager for her because he's super busy and she needs to get her ball rolling. According to her, she's put in enough work and she feel like he just don't have enough time with his own career and she's ready to just really go be independent. And if you ask me, she's trying to get away a little more so she can go be with other niggas. You feel me? 24 was like, girl, you is an ungrateful slut. I'm the type of husband that lets you just have your way. You don't have to work nowhere else. You could just go pursue whatever career you over here playing with. And you gonna look me in my face and tell me I ain't doing enough? He was like, girls would die to have a husband like you. And she was under her breath saying, but you ain't got no thing. And he was like, what? And she was like, nothing. And he was like, yeah, I feel some type of way that you over here hollering about some doggone manager. She was like, all I'm saying is there's been times where I've had shows and they didn't really go the way they're supposed to go because you had shows. So I'm just trying to, get my feet out there and find me somebody else I can cheat with in peace. Now, Salma hopped into the confessional to say, I don't too particularly appreciate him getting on here saying that he just took care of me. She said, because I do have a successful modeling career. I model at the Underground Atlanta every Friday evening. It be buku men's down there. She was like, so for him to get on here and say that he just doing everything for me, she said, I really resent that because I put in a lot of work, a lot. I don't just be out here playing. I be working. 24 hours hopped into the confessional looking like an Easter egg saying he don't care what Selma talking about. He not about to get her no manager. He is the manager. He said, you think I'm going to be with her for all this time and let her just go ride off in the sunset with another manager? He said, y'all think I'm that slow? I mean, I know y'all think I'm slow, but y'all think I'm that slow? He was like, no, I'm not about to let her do it. He said, she going to move at my pace, which is never. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. We have Spice, Old Spice, regular Spice, not the Ice Spice. She have a birthday party for her little boy. Now he done turned 18 years old. And you know them children been out there in Jamaica while she been twerking all around the world to pay the bills. You feel what I'm saying? But you know they say work ain't honest. But anyway, my girl got a party and she hopped into the confessional to say that she's got 18 gifts for her son and she about to do it big. She about to do it real big. She said because when she was 18, she wanted to have a party and her mama gave her 18 slaps to the face. She said so she vowed at that moment when she have her churn, she gonna tear it up. She said so she been popping that coochie all around the world for this moment right here. She said that she gonna tear it up for her little boy. I said, you know what? As you should. Shout out to Spice. I ain't mad at it. I love a struggle story. So now Nicholas comes in and it turns out this is a surprise party. I don't know if I missed that part, but when he walks in, everybody jumps out yelling surprise. You know, what's my girl? Spice got a beautiful home, like a mansion type style. So walking into this, seeing all these people, I'm pretty sure that was lit AF. And this the part I love so much. He seemed so grateful. The way he hugged his mama. You know, in 2026 with these children, not all of them, but some of y'all children out here in Americas, girl, them children would have been saying, oh, all right, what's up? Thank you, mama. I appreciate it. But this child really is really happy. Look at him how he hugging his mama. Take note, girl. And then she had him open up his gifts and she said every gift, she bought him 18 gifts. She said every gift was better than the next. And I love the fact that she gave him a Bible and told him to keep God first because she also gave him a microphone telling him that she's giving him the blessing to go into music. But she also turned around and gave him a Bible and told him to keep God first. When I tell you that was the dopest gift to give, especially after giving him that microphone, because there's a lot of devils and demons in that industry. But she knows it and she's probably going to have a lot of talks with him and he seems like a good kid. I think he gonna be all right. And look at Jock. Jock at the party. Why? I don't know. Just for celebrity face. I don't know. But Jock hopped into the confessional because he got his oldest child there talking about, oh, this is real nice. I just don't want my son to get no doggone ideas because, you know, I got 9 children. She only got 2. He said, and even though I made all these hit records, I can't afford all these children. He said, I don't want my child to look at me thinking he about to get a party. Hell no. He said, so I like it and all, but I want to put a blindfold on my son. He said, but it's too late. Hopefully he understands that this is them people, not us. I said, Jock, go lay down. Them children know you ain't got no money, boy. Go ahead. Let's move on. So now in the next scene, Skritz Naive pulls up on Sierra at another business that nobody don't be at, girl. Sierra just got money to play. But anyway, he had this business to invite Sierra to, what's that girl? Salma Slims, her little thing. Her little show or whatever, he said, because he really feel like it's time for them to get it together because he like both of them. But you know, Scrappy over there being messy. And look at Sierra. Well, I don't know. I think I might go because that girl have a problem with me. I don't have no problem with her. You know, it just dawned on me. I know what it is Sierra sound like. That heifer got that Anna Nicole slur.
My secret? Get off the painkillers. Because painkillers make you depressed.
That's what it is. Go ahead on, Sierra Nicole. Go ahead on, Sierra Nicole. Girl, let's move on. Meanwhile, Yandy done found the athlete's foot and asked them people could they film in there before they open the store so she could play with this little boy, Lil Collateral, and tell him that they about to get a divorce. Lil Collateral been knew that girl. And see, that's what I be talking about when it comes to Yandy Bassett. She always on here acting and doing the most. Look at Lil Collateral. Collateral looking like I'm trying to ask my dad if I could put you up for collateral at this point. Cause you're slow. Them children already know. Having them children acting out talking about, oh, yeah, I heard. Girl, get you and Lil Collateral off of here. Let's move on. Now we move to the next scene. Old Spice got her son in the stew because I guess that's the next birthday present, right? So she bought him the microphone. So I guess he want to be a rapper. Now Nicholas, how she be calling his name? Nicholas or whatever, Nicholas. That's what we gonna call him here, little Nick. See, he from Jamaica, have the Jamaican accent. But when I heard his music and the little snippets he was playing, I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. It was nice. It was real nice. And Spice was really there to support her child. I love it. Just stay with your child, baby. Be his manager and everything, because them children, you know, they don't know coming into this industry. But I ain't gonna lie, the music sounded real nice. I think he's got a little future ahead of him, because music is trash right now. So she had invited Jock because he ain't had nothing else going on. And Jock keep going around here with this oldest child. I don't know if he's trying to mend a relationship or something, but why is he here, Ike? Why is he here? Anyways, Jock is over there listening to the music, and even Jock like it. Jock was like, bruh, I walked in not really knowing what to expect, because, you know, he Jamaican and all that. He was like, but it's tight. And Spice is so excited that Jock is there to give her son the, you know, okay, because even Spice is honest enough to say, I don't know nothing about hip-hop. I'm a Jamaican artist, you know. She said, but I brought somebody in who do know. And yes, Jock do know how to make 1 or 2 hits. Girl, go late. You could have went got somebody else. Girl, why Jock? He ain't had nothing else going on. I told y'all. Now, this the part that tickled me. When they was giving the little boy his little critiques or whatever, I'm understanding Jock giving critiques. But how young Jock Jr. is over here telling this boy, oh yeah, because you got a good sound. You could do this. You could do that. Now, somebody riddle me in the comments. Unless he like a producer under the ground or something, how he know what this little boy gonna do? You ain't never did it. But I guess if your daddy make it, the churn make it too, girl. But I digress. So now Jock and Spice have a conversation about the kids coming into the industry and all that stuff. And Spice made clear that she's going to be by her son's side through this whole situation. But Jock brought up something else. He said that he don't know how he feels about Spice buying the things and putting it out in front of everybody, because there are jealous kids out here who would do something horrible to these kids because they don't have it. And I must say I agree, because I literally know personally somebody who just lost their child the same way. So I get what Jock saying, because they do have some jealous kids out here. But I don't know if I would be done told her that, especially in front of her kid. I mean, it start to wonder, is this advice, or is this advice rooted with a little bit of, you know, I wish I could do it? I don't know. But anyway, he's not wrong and he's not right. And basically Spice said she's thought about all of that and she got her baby. She said she good. And if I was her, I'd just pray about it and let the Most High tell me what to do. I wouldn't really listen to what people got to say, because you got to be wondering about these people's motives these days. I don't know. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Rashida hops into the confessional to tell us that she has been going through it. Now, this is the storyline I forgot about. So y'all remember that her son allegedly unalived her daughter's boyfriend, because allegedly they said that the boyfriend was beating on the daughter. It ended up in tragedy. So she said they've been going through it. Now, 3 earrings sat down and we find out that they had to close all their bistros and restaurants because apparently they were getting threats. On top of getting threats, they got to deal with the fact that they got a child in prison that's fighting for his life and another child who's upset with the one in prison because they unalived their boyfriend. Now, this is a very messy story. I remember it all. I did a video on it. If I can find it, I'll link it in here. But I did do a video on this situation. And I must say, it is tragic. There's a lot of conspiracy around it, but yet and still, it is tragic because they don't know how to really deal with it. And basically, Rashida says she's been spending most of her time just catering to her kids during this time. Now, I think this is a horrible situation for everybody around. I don't know exactly the truth of the matter. It seems like a self-defense situation, but I don't know. Rashida said they've been going through it like crazy and they just trying to pick up the pieces. I don't know, child. We'll follow the story. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Face number 5, Carly Red. She's throwing a little shindig in the backyard because they got to meet up with Yandy Bassett because she's going around to anybody who with an ear to tell them about this breakup that's a year old. Now, apparently they don't drink, but they got something for Yandy. And here come Yandy Bassett on crutches. just broken up inside and out. So when she walks up, they like, girl, what's going on? And she was like, yeah, apparently she went to a double dutch contest and broke all her foot up. Listen, I don't know if she over there jumping with Toya, but whatever she doing, she need to stop. Nevertheless, she sits down with the girls to tell them that life has been lifing for her. She said she lost her foot, she lost her mind, and she lost her man, all in the span of 365 days. She said she don't know what's been going on. She been asking God to help her, but he won't even answer her prayers. So Yandala hops into the confessional to give us a quick monologue to this diatribe of a story. And she tells us that she wanted to be the one to come to everybody and tell them personally because she know how the blogs be picking up all her tea. She said, and she wanted to tell everybody to give them the truth. Girl, no, you didn't. You just wanted to get your 5 minutes before you get up out of here. Girl, go late. So here go Yandala Bassett. Somebody must have said action. Look at her. So Mendici and I, we had a conversation and, walking into it, we both knew what it was going to be. Duh, because y'all been split for about 2 years, girl. But anyway, look at them. Yeah, and we just realized that we're just going to go our separate ways. We're just not going to be able to do it anymore. And look at Carly Red in the background. No, don't say that. Shut your crazy ass up. Ain't you just getting a divorce, Carly Red? So look at Carly in the doggone confessional hollering about something. Oh, this is so heartbreaking. I've always known them two to be together. I don't want her to be lonely like me. Yes, you do. You want her to get a new face like you too. You want to add her to the tight face crew. Yes, you do. Don't listen to her, Yandala Bassett. Now, you can go over there crying to these hoes with these fake faces all you want. You're going to come in looking one way and leave out looking another. If I was you, I would gather my cane and I would hop my crazy ass up from around there. I ain't going to lie. That's just me. So then Yandala goes into overdrive, girl. Look, I don't even know who I am. I mean, everything I know is around collateral. I've been Yandala Bassett, Yandy Luther the King, Yandy Mandela, Yandy San Diego, Yandy Rodriguez, and all kinds of Yandys. I don't know what Yandy to be without this man. What is I'm gonna do? What is I'm gonna do? And look at Carly sucking it up through one of them faces. Oh, this is terrible. This is something horrible. It must be something in the water. My man done left me and yours left you too. Oh, Lord, we need to pray together. And look at face number 3. Bambi hollering about something. Oh, yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I can't cry right now because I just got this face. She was like, but I'm with you. I understand more than you know because I went through all of this with Scrap Girl way more than you know. So you know what? I understand how it is to play like you with a nigga knowing y'all ain't together. Take your time, fat, heal. And she was like, all right, let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Old Spice decides to pull up on, put it on them, make them wanna marry me, and 3 earrings to check on them because she done heard they around there depressed, looking crazy, stinking and all that. So she bought them a little care package or whatever. Now as soon as she get in there, she noticed that it don't stink as bad, but she did want to drop a little good news on them about her child in their car. Before we get into that, can I mention how beautiful she is with the black hair? I just wanted to make that a little honorable mention. But anyways, they over there laughing and kikiing about her buying this kid's car. And she was telling them that basically she had to talk to him about being pulled over by the police and what to say and things of that nature. You know, the tropes that most black women have to tell their sons because these people out here is crazy, even the black ones. So when Spice mentioned the fact that she was trying to prepare her kid as much as she could, that there's so much you can't prepare your kids for, this made Rashida and Kirk be like, yeah, because with the situation we going through, we could have never prepared our kids for something like this. Because honestly, they going through the most tragic thing anybody could go through with their kids. But Rashida did say in the midst of all of this, she decided to seek her spiritual guidance for her kids. She's like, and it's working for her. And honestly, that was the best thing she could have done because in these times, God is the only way going to help anybody out of all of this crap going on in these worlds, child. So now Spice wants to know exactly how they're going to move forward. She was like, because y'all done closed down all y'all restaurants and businesses. Like, how is this going to work with y'all making money? How y'all going to do y'all thing? The earring said he ain't worried about it. He ain't worried about opening up no businesses. He said right now safety is the number one concern. He said because people was online creating stories, making up stuff, and lying. He said, but somebody really lost a life. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if people was making up stories, but something in the milk on that whole thing wasn't clean. 3 earrings, and we not gonna act like it was just a cut and dry situation because it didn't seem like it was to us. So then Rashida says that they had to close everything and not worry about opening up because they were getting all kinds of threats in real life. She was like, it wasn't just on the blogs. She said people were actually putting like stuff on their house, on their gate. And I don't know if she said their house, but definitely their businesses and stuff like that. She was like, so it was getting scary. And to be honest, it sounds like it could be some people who know the boy. Because if y'all know the story, I'll try to find it and link it. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But anyways, let's move on. Now we move to the next scene, and it is the day of Selma Slim's event. She's super excited. 24 hours is there, and apparently he gonna have some heavy hitters in the building so that they can hear her music. Now, I don't know, y'all. I'ma just be honest. Something about this Selma Slims don't sit right with me. I feel like she the type of girl to have her husband there and 3 of her niggas too. I don't know. It's something about the look on her. I can't too particularly quite put my finger on it. I just don't trust her. But anyway, she's excited to be there. My boy 24 Hours got the whole cast of Love and Hip Hop because they ain't got nothing else going on. And he also have some other heavy hitters. He got the boy, Drummer Boy, Playboy, whatever his name, and Jazzy Faye. He got Jazzy Faye down there, I guess, because he gonna try to get them to work on her EP because it ain't no album. And she's just excited that 24 done pulled it off and have the heavy hitters down there. Can I add that Jazzy Faye be everywhere in Atlanta, girl? You could be just getting gas and he gonna be right there. He crazy. I like him though. But yeah, he's over there talking to the producers, telling them he's glad they came for his wife because basically he want to show her that he's investing in her and really is serious about her little career or whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, he already booked and busy, but he want to make sure his wife's straight. Now, while that's going on, Scrizna is in the bike and he over there with Jock, and then here comes Collateral, and they gotta have this whole other scene where Collateral and Yandy go around telling everybody they done broke up. I am so tired of both of them. So Jock was like, oh, bro, what's going on, man? I heard about all of that craziness. Like, you and Yandy good? Like, what's up? He was like, I don't want to hear no bad news. How everything been going? So Collateral looks at them niggas and was like, come on, bro. Y'all already know what it is, but I guess we got to do it for the cameras. Me and Yandy done broke up. We decided to part ways, and honestly, it's the best decision both of us ever made because I couldn't stand her, and she couldn't stand me, so I'm glad we broke up. So Scrizna hopped into the confessional to tell us that he was very shocked and appalled to hear Collateral basically tell people out loud they not together no more. He said, because normally they'll lie and act like they really still together. He said, so the fact that they really saying it out loud, it must really be serious. You know what I'm saying? So back at the scene, Jock tries to offer Collateral some words of advice. And honestly, I don't know why he did that, but Scrizna jumped in and was like, hold up. Not take no advice from this nigga because he done had 3 failed marriages. And I'm just like, did he? And I'm not really sure if he did. But at the end of the day, it's Jock. I wouldn't take advice from none of these Negroes. Do you hear me? Not Scrizna, not Jiznai, and not Yamonai. I'm not taking no advice from none of them. But Collateral, you know, they on some type of different type of timing. Their whole foundation was faulty because it was never real. And speaking of never real, 24 pulls up on them as they was talking, and as soon as he pulled up, there go Scrappy being messy, talking about, oh, what's up, 24? It's so crazy you pulled up talking, because we was just talking to Collateral about losing his old lady, and we was saying you losing yours too. Ain't that kind of like the same situation? And 24 was like, what? Man, I don't know what you talking about, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know what that man's situation is, but me and my wife, we good. All that little back and forth mess everybody saying in the streets about having my wife every which way but loose, I don't pay no attention to that because I love my wife. My wife love me. We straight. So now Collateral and Scrizna was over there tapping each other under the table. You know how I go. And they both whispering under their breath, this nigga crazy. Yeah, that nigga crazy. Because I don't believe that he's that naive. Or maybe he is. He look like it, but I just don't believe it. Look at him. Do y'all believe it? Anyway, 24 got in a confessional to tell us that he didn't like that Scrappy did that. You know, he said that his wife and him have a real good bond. They've been together 10 years, and it don't matter if the whole Atlanta say they slept with his wife. He gonna stick beside her. He said because he don't believe it. I said, there you go. So now Salma get on stage singing that horrible song. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if it was horrible. I just feel like it was, because something about Salma not sitting right with me. But anyway, she gets on stage and do her performance, and the people clap or whatever, because obviously it's what they told to do by production. And then my girl Rennie hopped into the confessional and was like, she heard the girl's song live. She said that she don't know what Sierra, the BAM, and everybody in the world is saying about Salma's music. She said normally she would have said she sounded so bad. She said, but after being at the performances, it wasn't so bad. It was just a little bad. You know what I'm saying? She was like, it was stomachable. Like, you could stomach it. I said, girl, Rennie, get off of here, girl. Now the performance is over, the BAM and the girls are there, and they know they're gonna meet up with Salma, but Salma is already feeling some type of way because she feel like Sierra had done blew her spot up. Now mind you, Salma hadn't seen these girls since they all left Puerto Rico. So Salma pulled up and was like, hey girl, hey, how y'all doing? I'm just over here to say, I hope y'all enjoyed my performance or whatever, and y'all buy my album. She said, I know y'all haven't seen me since Puerto Rico or whatever, but I had to lay low and go be with my husband ever since your frog-faced ass friend that went around here and lied on me and said that I slept with these people. And so the band was like, wait a minute, hold on, because that's my friend. She's also a part of my group, Changing Faces, and what we're not gonna do is allow you to just talk about her crazy while I'm standing right here because I fights. And then Carly intercepted and said, and listen, as the lead singer and founder of the group Changing Faces, I cannot allow you to just sit here and talk crazy about my second in command. I can't do it. It's not really in my bloodline to allow me to let you do that. So please tread light to bring up my girl Sierra. Please and thank you. Now, Salma sits back and adjusts herself in her seat and looked them hoes up and down and was like, oh, I see what side y'all on. Duh! They don't even know you, girl. That's their friend. Why wouldn't they be on her side? Girl, Salma, I know you ain't this slow. Your husband's slow. You can't be this slow now. Come on now, girl. And then Salma goes on to tell them how Sierra was wrong for going around saying that she slept with some man. She said that's not true, even though she know the man, and she may have texted him the other day. They haven't slept together in 2 years. And now this made the girls perplexed because this girl been married for 10. So what you mean you ain't slept with him in 2 years? Was you cheating on your man or not? Then Salma goes on to tell the girls that yes, she know the man in question, and yes, they talk all the time. She said yes, they might have slept together a couple of years ago. She said, but at the end of the day, that was old. She said they don't do that no more. She was just using a nigga. That's all. And I'm like, girl, how can you use a nigga when you have a husband? Ain't he around there working his fingers to the bones to make sure you can play in them people's studio? Oh, Salma, you slutty slut. I can't believe you. And poor Bam, you know, when she get perplexed, her face start making its own faces. So Bam is over there trying to add the ones and the twos, because Bam say her and Skrish Naib been together for 10 years, and Skrish Naib been knowing 24 and her for 20. So the timeline really gives her a level of confusion, you know? And honestly, it should, because Salma is a lie and the truth ain't in her. And what's worse about this situation is her delusional husband, who knows good and well she lying down to the ground, but it makes him sleep better at night lying to himself. I ain't gonna lie, this is a different level. I would not want to be 24 or Salma. So to break the ice of all of this craziness, my girl Carly announces that she's gonna do a girls all-inclusive divorce trip. Girl, that don't even sound fun. Hell, even the band was like, girl, I'm going to sit this one out. Who want to go on a damn divorce trip with you? Talking about, oh, girl, it's going to be fun. Y'all ain't going to do nothing but fight each other. Girl, nobody want to come all of that. Meanwhile, on the other side of the room, we have 24 over there with Jazzy Faye and the other producer dude, and they basically congratulating him on how well he put together Selma's show. And they basically said also that they look forward to working with her. Now, she don't know that man working behind the scenes, but he working. He told the guys that his wife has been doing good, not for just 1 day, not 2 days, but 3. He said, and because of that, he's going to go all out for his old lady. Now, this made Skrizz a little perplexed because he know good and well Salma been in them streets because he be in the streets. He said he know about 3-4 niggas done had her. He said, but he don't want to get in a marriage or whatever, but he's trying to figure out if the nigga done bumped his head or if he was born like that. So the producer dudes walk away and Scrappy pulls 24 over to the side to ask him one-on-one. He said, I don't think they filming us even though he know they was. He said, but tell the truth. What do you believe? Do you truly believe that your wife is a good girl and she ain't slid up every pole up and down Peachtree? Tell the truth. And 24 said, yes, I believe whatever my wife said because she loves me and I love her. Because my mama told me. He said, so I don't care what nobody said. Niggas gonna make stuff up and say what they want. He said, if the nigga ain't come say it, it didn't happen. I said, oh my God. So now Selma's over in the corner thanking her husband for putting on her show. She's excited about her EP. She's excited about the producers and the turnout. And she really feels like things are going to start going off without a hitch. She even says she'll table the discussion about the manager until another time because things are going well. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the Bam is over there telling Rennie Rucci that she don't really trust Selma. She said Selma is a slithering little creature. She said, and I don't know, everybody in the street said that she's a tramp. She was like, and she over here acting like we slow as her husband, so I don't trust her. Now in walks Sierra and her convict leads husband, and they in the party because remember, Scrappy invited them to have the quote-unquote conversation that we all know gonna go left. And as usual, Sierra coming in slithering like she hides the cost of living. I don't know if she is. I'm just saying that's how she look. So now Sierra got in a confessional to say she's looking forward to have the conversation with Selma because Selma lied about her sleeping with a nigga named Chip or Dip or something like that. She said, and one thing about it, two things for sure. Everybody know where her coochie been. She ain't gonna lie. Just don't put no bodies on her that don't belong. So now all the gloves is off. So the husband looking like he ain't got nothing to lose and 3 strikes on him. He looking like, well, I see they over here. Instead of us sitting over here talking by ourselves, why don't we go have a conversation? And look at Sierra. I think you right. Let's go have a conversation. Now, as soon as Sierra and her husband get over there by 24 and them, at first she's trying to address Selma. But I guess 24 don't like the fact that she calling Selma a slutty vegan, a slut, all this type of stuff. So he keeps jumping in. And honestly, I don't think he should have. And he's not jumping in because she calling her names. Let's be real. He's really jumping in because he don't like what he's hearing. And my girl Sierra don't give a damn because she gonna say what she got to say. And now this is causing him and Sierra to have a back and forth, which in turn is going to obviously cause her husband to jump in the mix. So now the husband is over there telling 24 to just let the girls handle it and don't be disrespectful or whatever. But 24 was like, I don't care what nobody say. I don't like when somebody disrespect my wife. And I'm over here like, has he heard the rumors? Because boy, oh boy. Sierra and her convict husband feel like we deserve respect too. And like that man said, I get that, but at the end of the day, these are women. Let the women handle it. But 24 is already on 10 because like I said, he don't want to hear on Love and Hip Hop cameras that his wife has passed that coochie out to everybody except him. Now, Sierra knows she was being messy when she went over there and started off by saying, your wife didn't tell you we had a conversation. And he was like, no, she didn't tell me. I don't know if she did or not. But either way, it was a way for Sierra to come back and say, girl, she don't tell you nothing. And then she could segue with all her tea. But the problem was, like I said, 24 hours kept trying to go back and forth with the lady. And obviously, it wasn't going to work out like that. This the part that gathered me. Scrappy comes running over there, and at first I'm like, is he just over there to be nosy? But there's a part in this situation where Scrap jumped up faster than 24. So I'm like, is you muscle? Like, what's up? So now Sierra's still trying to have a conversation with his wife, but 24 kept jumping in, feeling like as long as you bring his name up, he can respond. Him responding is causing Sierra's husband to jump in, so he starts asking, yo, bro, you keep jumping in, like, is you cool? This the part that gathered me. Scrappy jumped up faster than 24. Was like, yeah, he good. And I'm like, wait, is they play cousins or something? Like, why is Scrappy ready to go to war for 24? Now, I know they said they've been knowing each other for a long time. I didn't know they was close like that in real life. It's just something I picked up on, though. But anyway, 24 Hours settled himself because he really don't want to fight. But the thing is, the other dude don't mind because he just came from prison. He been fighting for a long time. He don't have nothing to lose. So now 24 and Sierra's husband are going back and forth. And 24 tells Sierra's husband to check his hoe. And then Sierra was like, check his hoe. Your wife is the real hoe. So Sierra's husband was like, wait, say that again? What you said? And 24 was like, you heard me. You heard what I said. Your wife is a hoe and you don't check me. You need to check her. So then Sierra's husband caught a flashback from that time that dude jumped in from the bike when they was in the shower. So he was like, oh, you testing me, nigga? And so he just started fuming and going crazy. I thought he was going to turn into the Incredible Hulk. I said, oh my God, get the police, girl. But before he swung with his fist, he decided to swing with his words. And he looked at Selma and said, Selma, you just was texting my brother this morning. My other cousin just ran a three-way on you the other day. Is you really gonna sit up here and act like you ain't no hoe? Hoe! And 24 started crashing and spazzing. He was like, I done told y'all niggas stop using hoe and my wife's name in the same sentence. My wife is not no hoe. I believe everything she said. You niggas just trying to get clout. Y'all looking for clout off of me and my wife, and I ain't gonna let y'all have it. And Sierra jumped in and was like, shut your fat ass up, you fat, funky, nasty bastard. That's why she told me your lapidity bird this big. She said, and every time she be trying to do it with you, it keep falling out. She said, and it's slippery and wet like a worm. And that's why she be cheating on you, you little dick, fat, funky bastard. Look at Salma. Oh, nah, I told you that in private and in confidence. Now y'all going low. I can't believe Sierra would do this to me. Salma, you shouldn't have told that girl what be going on in your bed. And you gotta stop passing that coochie out. They say ain't nothing in them Atlanta streets but liquor stores and legs open. You got to stop now. Now this another part that took me back during the argument. Sierra's husband said that there's a video allegedly of Salma getting her back blown all the way back. He said it's all on video. He been watching the tape and he actually watches it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now he telling this to 24 and look at 24. So, I don't care. All kinds of women got tapes. Think I care if you watching my wife on the tape? I don't believe it anyway. Then the part that got me was when he said, you like that, huh? I said, oh my God, what in the poly? What in the upside down pineapple? What in the hell? Yeah, Atlanta's not a safe place. Please enter at your own risk. If you ain't that type of freak, please do not go up to Atlanta. Atlanta is not safe, girl. Nobody, husbands or wives, safe. Everybody getting jugged. So Sierra's over there hollering, nan, nanny, boo-boo, you fat and your thing, lil, nan, nanny, boo-boo. 24 is trying to keep his composure, but I think as far as words and sticks and stones not breaking bones, it's shattering his. He's not able to make it through. Figure 24 done lunged at Sierra and her husband, and security was right there. And not only did he miss completely, they knocked 24 big ass back down to the ground like a goddamn bowling ball, girl. You should have seen it. Oh, he looked it so bad trying to get up. No wonder Selma cheating. I'd have cheated on him too. How dare you embarrass me looking like that? Are you crazy? But once 24 jumped, everybody jumped, Scrappy jumped, everybody jumped. All I know is the security had done broke the people apart. Salma over there calling Sierra every slut and hoe this side of Mississippi. Sierra over there calling Salma the other side of the Mississippi slut and hoe. I don't know what was going on. But another part that got to me was when Sierra yelled out across the room that every time 24 kissing Selma, she tasting her brother-in-law or her brother-in-law's peen. And I said, oh my God, even Scrappy said it'll have to be a divorce after that. That's a lot to hear about your wife, you know? The 24 must be made of iron or something because somehow he can take it. He just know how to tell himself that it's all lies. I don't know how he do it, but it works for 24. Meanwhile, on the other side of the club, the Bam and Scrappy find their way or find themselves being on both sides of the spectrum, breaking up the fight. And they basically felt like, you know, what are the odds? I'm like, if y'all want kiss and make up, just do it. But Scrappy made the comment about people not having time to cheat or something like that. And the Bam, you know, of course, unhealed. I know he ain't talking about nobody ain't got time to cheat. He was cheating at the studio. And that I'm like, girl, we not about to do this. No, we not about to do it. Anyways, while that's happening, Carly goes over to check on Salma because she wants to make sure Selma's doing good. And she's like, hey, Salma, I saw you almost got beat up over there. And I was just wondering how everything is going. So Selma was like, everything is going horribly. She says, basically, she mad with her husband. She said, it don't matter how many niggas said they done ran up in her. She didn't feel like he needed to be arguing with nobody. She said not a drink got thrown on her at her event, and now she might have lost one or two of her niggas. She said, and for that, she'll never forgive 24 for that. That's wrong. So now while Scrappy, Bambi, and Rennie is having a conversation trying to figure out what's going to be heads or tails of this situation, here comes Collateral. Now, Collateral's question is this. If 24 don't care that his old lady is sliding up and down everybody's poles, possibly even mine, then why is it that everybody else care? Why don't y'all just let that girl cheat in peace? I got an apartment with her next week. Why do y'all care, you know? And so Scrappy was like, no, that's the perk. 24 is not okay with it. 24 don't think that it's true. And that's the big conundrum. And then Collateral was like, oh, now that's different. Yeah, I'd have put Yandy up a long time ago for that. For way less. I get it now, though. Now, 24 goes over to where Salma is bitching to Carly about him. And basically, Salma over there saying she gonna cheat on him again tonight just for embarrassing her at her event. But as she was saying that, 24 walks over there to check on everything. And Carly is basically telling 24 that as a man, she really wished that he would have just let the girls handle it. But 24 said he ain't want to hear none of that. He said as long as somebody bring up his wife Selma saying that she's sleeping with everybody, he's going to say something. He don't play with her like that, or he don't play behind her at least. He also said he would have never jumped in the conversation if the bitch, and he talking about Sierra, wouldn't have said his name. Now, Carly is feeling attacked because she was like, boy, you already told us in Puerto Rico you slow. Like, I know you're not trying to get into it with no girls, huh? He said, to be completely honest, you over here bucking and standing over me when you need to be going to check that nigga who be all up in your wife. That's what you need to do. So Selma started getting frustrated because she was like, you know what I'm not about to do? I'm not about to keep going back and forth with this nigga. He don't understand that I am cheating. I just want to cheat in peace and not have him jump in my business. I can handle my own, but he just not getting it. So then 24 looked at his wife and Carly Red and basically told both of them to kiss the blackest part of his ass. He said because at the end of the day, everybody a op. Hell, even Salma a op. He told Carly she need to get up and go check on her people. He said because even though they cool, that's her friend. And Carly was like, leave me out of it. And you do not have no beef. Your beef is with them niggas and the niggas who plungering up your old lady. It is not with me. But 24 is already on 10. And he decides that he has had enough for the night. It don't matter how much money he spent, how much time he spent. He said he taking his wife and he gone on home. He said it's him and her against the world. I said, no, it's just you against her. Because literally, y'all are not a team. But that was the end of the episode. What y'all think? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on all platforms. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.